Yes lads, welcome to another video. In this video today on the channel we have a Neymar player review. Overall, he's phenomenal. As you would expect, it is Neymar, so you'd expect him to be world class and probably one of the better players in your team. For me, he's outstanding. And in this video today, we'll just be getting through his stats for my club, some gameplay where you'll be able to see what sort of goals he scores, his positioning, and just what he does in the game. Basically, we have a little a bit of a graphic where it shows you all the positives and negatives to his card and how he plays in game, which is very good to see. We'll get that on just after we've looked through his stats. But yeah, this is the team I have got currently, and I think he works very, very well with it. In the gameplay, I think it will be different then, because obviously I've upgraded since then, and I think I did it yesterday, so we have done a few upgrades. But so far, Neymar for me has scored 7 goals in 8 games. But what I found with Neymar is he does a lot off the ball with positioning. He's always giving that extra option, which I think is pretty much perfect. Because you know, when you are needing that one more player, he always pops up and gets in that right position. He gets normally for me the assist before the assist, so that is why he hasn't got any assist. To be fair, I did expect more from him with the assist, but I do rate him highly as a player. He's probably the one of the fastest wings I've used so far, even though Adama's in my team. I still think he's faster than Adama. I don't know why, but his stats don't say so, but he feels faster than Adama. He just skips past players. You'll see on some clips him just absolutely bombing it down the line. Nobody can catch him. To say his strength isn't that good, he does hold off his man quite well, and he also, when he loses the ball, he definitely does battle to win it back. And I think that's very, very key on his card. Jumping, heading accuracy, obviously you're not going to be really using that with Neymar, but it is one of his downfalls. He can't really swing it back post and expect him to score it. But you've got other positives like his pace, of course, your finishing. Shot power is pretty weak, but just with the basic chem style, you get that bumped up to 84, which isn't that bad at all. Volleys, I haven't really tried a volley with him yet. Should be interesting to see how he gets on with that in the future. We've got penalties. He's unreal at pens. I took, I think, 2 or 3 pens with him. He's scored every single one. I can't really go at him for that. His pens, he's got like a nice run up. He has the run up style which he had, I think, last FIFA, so it does help him out with that. It sort of tricks the goalkeeper, I guess you could say. With chip, I've done a chip as well on the pen, which that will be in the clips. Look at this. Vision is 94 with just the base chem style. That is phenomenal. You just switch the ball so easily with him. Which I think is very, very useful on his card. Agility is something else on his card. He just skips past players, like I said, with the pace. Crossing, I've used crossing, but I don't really think it's that effective still. I can't lie, I've done some crosses. He doesn't really lead me anywhere. I still play it inside, just a small pass inside, and we just work it from there. Balance, I haven't had any problem with balance, to be fair. I think I had one shot where he was a bit off balance, but I don't think it's going to be affected too bad. But his stamina is reasonably good. He will last you the full game, which is what you'd expect, you know. From a player like Neymar, you want him to last the full game for his price tag. He currently costs on the market a good 950k, I'm thinking. I think he's about 950k. See, he's still rising very much. So by the time this video is out, maybe he's more. But he is around 950k. So if you can get your hands on him, I would definitely say he's a great purchase for your club. But overall, he's just all-rounded. You know, his passing stats are good. He's got good long passing, good short passing. Free kick, I've not scored a free kick with him. Which is interesting. I'm not probably the best free kick taker in my opinion, but he is very, very good with his stats, which you could probably score a good few free kicks with him, which is very useful in crucial games. You've got ball control, which I think is very useful on this FIFA, and dribbling, which obviously is outstanding. You've got his composure again, 93 composure. You're not really, you know, when you're in that one-to-one chances, he will put them chances away, no doubt. No doubt he's not going to bag them ones in the net. Right, so we will get on to our positive and negative little graphic. It shows his similar players towards him. So if you can't afford him, there's other option players you can get. And we also have, I think, on the card, like his price tag on both consoles and stuff like that. And then we'll get into the gameplay. So we'll get that up now, and you'll be able to have a little look at what I think his best and his worst attributes are on his card. Okay, so here we have our Neymar graphic. As you can see, this just shows all his positives and negatives. to his card. So as you can see that on the positives we have his dribbling, his 5-star skill moves and weak foot, which I think is very very vital. His skill moves is unreal. You know, it definitely helps you to enjoy the game a lot more with his skill moves. Just adds that extra bit of fun to the game. His pace, agility, and stamina, which is quite obviously it's Neymar. You would expect that. Onto the negatives. You've got his strength, his jumping, his heading accuracy. I think that's pretty straightforward. You don't really expect Neymar to have them good stats. But I mean, like I said earlier, his strength, he does sometimes win the ball back, to be fair. So I guess you could say strength isn't that bad, but I put it in there just for his stat on his card. His price on Xbox currently is 950k, and on PS4 is 1.1 mil. So obviously then prices can vary depending on what time you're watching the video. But I think he's worth it. I do think he's worth it. Similar players, you've got Saint-Maximin and you've got Eden Hazard and also Sadio Mane. I think these are very similar, but obviously with Eden Hazard and Sadio Mane, you don't get the skill aspect because I think they're only 4-star skillers, if I'm correct. But Saint-Maximin is actually probably pretty similar. I'd say he's a 5-star for coins, is Saint-Maximin, but I've given Neymar 4-star for coins just because you could get Saint-Maximin for cheaper and he probably would do you a similar job. You know what I mean? Otherwise, Neymar would have been a 5-star, but I think if you're wanting a cheaper alternative, definitely go for Saint-Maximin in your teams. He's unreal. He's always unreal on FIFA. He's just that sort of meta player, that meta card. Best positions on the team, Lam, left wing striker. Obviously, you could play him cam as well or ram. It doesn't really matter, but I just put Lam in there just for, you know, any sort of places on the cam sort of positions. But yeah, I think he works really well on all them positions. Obviously, either or wings. You can go in right wing because he's got 5-star weak foot, which is the best part about him. He can shoot on any foot, and you don't have to be worried if he misses, or because you won't be worried if he misses anything because he's most likely going to score with that 5-star weak foot and his shooting stat. And he also has Zach's approval, which is the best thing on there. He's got my approval, which means he's worth the purchase. And we'll get on to some of the gameplay clips now where you will be able to see all the goals he scored for me. And he scored some absolute insane goals, so stick around for that. And thank you for watching. If you are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Till the quiet and the echoes became colder. I never really knew that it was over. Till the quiet and the echoes became colder. Took my love and gave it back. It's yours to leave, but it won't keep me from this heart attack. And I'll try to